Hello, I'm Jamie Russo. We're going to do a little seated and hands and knees yoga for the back. If you're just joining me or if you're continuing from part one, I invite you to have something underneath the hips. I just have a folded blanket, and that'll just raise the hips up a little bit above the knees, which can be more comfortable for the body. So once you've got a nice seat, crisscross the legs, roll the shoulders up, back, and down a few times. And then take a moment to close the eyes or lower the gaze. Take a few slow inhales and long exhales. Take one more breath on your own. And then when you're ready for your next inhale, join me by bringing the arms up overhead. Touch the palms together. And then as you exhale, bring hands down to heart center. We'll round the spine, tuck the elbows and the chin in towards the body. And then when you're ready to inhale, open up into cactus arms. Lift the chin and the chest. Exhale, bring the palms back together, elbows pull in, round the spine. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, open up. Exhale, round the spine, belly button pulls in. Inhale as you open. Exhale to curl in and round. This time opening up. When you're ready to exhale, lower one hand to the mat. Reach one hand to the shoulder or up overhead. Getting a nice stretch in the side body. Take one more breath here as you inhale, reaching the hip towards the floor and the fingers towards the sky. When you're ready for another inhale, come back to center. Open the arms wide again. And then exhale, lower the other hand down. We'll side bend to the other side. Again, this hand that's reaching long can always be down on the shoulder if that feels better in your body. Wherever you're at, with the inhale, reach towards the sky. With the exhale, press the hip towards the earth. And then when you're ready for another inhale, come all the way back up. Bring both hands to touch. And then as you exhale, we'll twist. So we'll drop one hand to the knee across the body. The other hand can come behind the body. Sit nice and tall on an inhale. And then when you're ready to exhale, use the shoulders to complete that twist. Maybe the head turns and looks back behind the body. Take nice full breaths here, helping to massage the organs, rinse out toxins. When you're ready to inhale, go ahead and unwind back to center, palms touch, and then exhale. Let's twist to the other side. So first sitting tall on the inhale, and then make that twist come from the shoulders as you exhale. If it feels good in the spine, look back over the shoulder. Use your next inhale to bring yourself back to center. Reach the arms up. Exhale them down by the side. We're going to bring the feet out in front of us. We're going to come into a version of boat pose, so you decide what's best for you today. Your toes can stay down on the floor, or you can lift the toes up. Hands can stay on the mat. Hands can reach behind the thighs. Whatever feels good in your body today. Lift the chin, lift the chest, pull the belly in. And then when you're ready, we'll let that go. And we're going to come over to hands and knees. So if you did have that blanket underneath the sit bones, you can unfold it a little bit and maybe place it under the knees now for a little extra padding. So you'll want the knees right underneath the hips. You'll want the wrists right underneath the shoulders. And have those fingers spread really wide. When you're ready, inhale, pull the shoulders back, lift the tailbone, lift the chin. And then on the exhale, press the palms down, round the spine towards the sky, gaze at the knees. So the inhale lowers the belly towards the mat as the shoulders pull back, chin lifts. Exhale, round the spine towards the sky like a Halloween cat. 2 more like this. Inhale, lift the chin, lift the tailbone. Exhale, round. Move with your breath. When you're ready to inhale, come into cow pose. And then when you're ready to exhale, round the spine into cat pose. We'll come to a flat back. And then bringing the toes to touch and the knees wide. Go ahead and lower the hips down to the heels. Reach the arms nice and long. You can rest the forehead in between the arms. Take a few breaths here in child's pose. Your next inhale, come back up to hands and knees. And we'll start by bringing that right foot to the back of the mat. Let the toes rest on the floor as you press the heel away for a nice calf stretch. And then next inhale, bring the body forward so the shoulders are over the wrists. Start to lift those back toes up off the mat any amount. Take the gaze right out in front of the mat so that the back of the neck's nice and long. Pull the belly in nice and strong here. And then bringing those lifted toes across the other leg outside the mat. Gaze over the shoulder at the heel. Use the next inhale to lift those toes back up. We'll reach long on an inhale, pressing the heel away. When you're ready to exhale, pull the knee in towards the nose, round the spine. Inhale, heel presses away. Exhale, knee pulls to nose. Let's try 2 more of those. Inhale long. Exhale, knee in towards the nose. 1 more here. Knee in. And then reaching long. Go ahead and pause here. We'll bring knees to touch. And then sitting back on to the heels for just a moment. Rest the hands on the thighs. Take a couple breaths. Come back to that space. If the wrists need a little stretch, you can turn the backs of the hands to the tops of the legs. Get a nice stretch in the back of the wrists. And interlacing the fingers, you can press the palms away, tuck the chin towards the chest. Nice, lift the hands to the sky, and then we'll let that go, coming back into our hands and knees. And then just so you know, at any point, if the wrists are getting sore, you can come up onto fists. That can help a little bit. So just work with your body. And then when you're ready, we're going to take the left toes to the back of the mat. Press the heel away. Get that nice calf stretch. On an inhale, bring the shoulders forward, back over the wrists. Start to lift those toes up off the mat any amount. Keep the neck nice and long by looking out in front of the mat. And then crossing that lifted foot over the other leg. We'll gaze over the shoulder to look back at the heel. With an inhale breath, bring yourself back to center, keeping that heel reaching nice and long. If you want some core work here, exhale, pull the knee in towards the nose. Inhale, press the heel away. We'll do 4 total, so exhale and round. Inhale long. Move with your breath, pulling the knee in on an exhale, reaching long on the inhale. Finding yourself long again, pause there. As you exhale, bring the knee down to the mat. We're going to step the hands forward, a handprint, and then start to lean the body forward. So we're coming into a modified plank pose. So you're welcome to stay right here with knees down, or for a little bit more, you can tuck the toes, lift the knees up off the mat. Take a few breaths here. Wherever you're at, of course, this can be done with knees down. You'll still feel the work. Take one more nice, long, slow breath. And then when you're ready, you can press yourself back into that child's pose. Toes touching, knees wide. Reach the arms long. Relax the forehead down between the arms. Come back to the breath. Use the next inhale to come up, walking the hands in towards the knees, bringing the knees to touch again. Thank you for joining me for this short sequence. Feel free to move on to part 3 whenever that gets uploaded. All right? Namaste.